Hello, and welcome to EOE Radio and TV. I am your host, Miss J.
And I'm your other co-host, Miss Smiley. How's everyone doing today?
Yes, we are so welcome to be back on this wonderful Wednesday. So we have a great show for you guys. So yes, we have, oh gosh, I don't even know what to call her. Like she's just...
Everything.
Right.
We're just going to call her Miss Everything.
Miss Everything. I'm extraordinaire, or like, I don't know. We have to think of a name.
Businesswoman extraordinaire.
Yes, there you go. That sounds great. So we have a great show for you guys. We are going to introduce you all to the face behind the Killian Tarver Foundation, the Soul Wars competition. She's an author. Oh gosh, she sponsors so many different businesses. This lady has a lot going on. So
yes, she has her own foundation, right?
Yes, it's called the Killian Tarver Foundation.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
so,
gosh.
Yeah, we'll bring her on here. We have some relationship shows coming up, you guys. Okay, you are not going to want to miss those because Miss Smiley is going to open up about her dating experiences.
Yes, and I will want you guys to also submit questions that you may have or experiences that you may have. But we'll get into that later on and give all the details for that. But looking forward to doing that podcast and that series.
I'm excited because, you know, I want to be all into this.
I will say that a lot of people want to be in the business of what's going on, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, most definitely. So you guys make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page, and hit us up on our Instagram. So we'll drop all that information down during the show. And make sure you guys are paying attention because we are going to be giving away 2 tickets to the HBCU Classic in Columbus, Ohio on August the 28th. So go ahead and share this feed out. I'm not sure if you're watching through Facebook or YouTube. It doesn't matter. Either way, just spread the word, spread the love. And without further ado, we are going to welcome the
businesswoman extraordinaire,
Cassandra Tarver, to the show. Yes. Hi.
Hello, beauties, queen.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Wonderful. You are looking absolutely gorgeous, darling.
Well, thank you. So, you know, today was kind of a rough day for me. I was sick over the weekend.
Oh.
I feel a lot better now, but I guess I still look a little cute though, huh?
Yes, you can.
Listen. You looking that cold, okay? It did not work, you honey. You are looking good and marvelous, and we are so glad that you are feeling better.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. There's so much to talk about. Like we were trying to decide where to start. Like she does so much. So, we want to start with your books. So you are also an author.
Yes, I have 2 children books out already, which is For My Kings and For My Princesses. Mm-hmm. And then I have another book that I will be. There you go. See? Yes.
Yes. Yes. Go get your copy today.
You can get it on Amazon. It's available online at Amazon, Target, Walmart, Barnes & Noble. And then I have another book that I'm about to launch next month, and that is called ABCs of Life. So that's launching next month. I just wrapped up with that. And then, look, I know I'm not done. And then I have a book for the adults. So that'll be available October, November-ish.
Okay. So now your children's books, they are to inspire our youth. Yes. Is that correct? Okay.
Yes, that's correct. Words of affirmation, and plus books that represent us. You know, representation matters. So it's just words of affirmation. It's like a roadmap guiding them through life. And so, and I have people buy the books For My Princesses and For My Kings for their children. And was like, hold on, I need a copy of this for myself. So So it's the same thing with the ABCs of life. The ABCs of life, I mean, it's just full of positive quotes that carry with you throughout life.
Mm-hmm. And we need that.
So what made you decide to do this? What got you to do these for the children?
Well, I've actually had these books written for probably about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
I love to write. So I'll write and then I'll just store it on my computer. And then I had some downtime. My mom, she passed a couple of years ago, and I stopped working. So I had some downtime. And when I had the downtime, I'm like, let me do some of these things that I've always wanted to do. And one of them was to release these books that I had just collecting dust. I wanted to release them to the public. So that's how I ended up releasing these books. And plus, I have 7 children of my own. I have 7 children. I have I have 7 grandkids, and I have another one that is coming in October. And so I just want to make sure that the words that was handed down to me from my parents could be continued to be handed down from generation to generation.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
So you said 7 children and 7 grandchildren?
Yes, and I will have an 8th grandbaby coming in October.
Ooh, how do you find the time?
You know what? I don't know. I sit back sometimes and be like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. But, God always, he ends up making a way. He ends up making a way. So I'm blessed.
Yes.
And when you want to get something done, it's going to get done.
Yes. When you're going to get something done, it's going to get done. And that's the same thing even with my nonprofit, Killian Tarver, Dancing Through the Pain, Sickle Cell Awareness. It's to bring awareness to sickle cell, and the main goal is to build homes for sickle cell warriors to live in for a year, rent and bill free. So, and I have been sitting on that since 2007 when my brother-in-law passed, and his name is Killian. It's the Killian Tarver. And when I met them, I didn't know anything about sickle cell. That was my first time hearing about it. And I'm like, well, how do we have a disease that predominantly affects our community? And I don't know anything about it. Right. And then once I seen like everything they went through with the pain crisis and the blood transfusions, and then ultimately passed, and I'm like, oh, I felt like, I needed to do something. I needed to make sure that there wasn't nobody out there like me who was uneducated or didn't know.
Right. Well, you answered my question. I was going to ask you why sickle cell and things like that. Why take up that fight? Not that it's not important, but was just curious what got you on that track. But okay.
Yeah.
Makes a lot. So you said that you want to do what with houses? What is exactly you want to do?
Well, my goal is to get houses, purchase houses, rent houses, however we can acquire them. And then the sickle cell warriors will live in their families for a year without having to worry about rent or bills. So it's kind of like, like the Ronald McDonald House.
McDonald House and things like that. Yeah, got exactly. So it's the Killian Tarver Foundation. Is there a website? So if anyone wants to make donations or contribute, how are people able to do that?
Yes, they can go to our website, and it's www.kt-dtp.org. And again, it's www.kt-dtp.org. And then how the houses came into it, my niece, she has sickle cell as well. And she went through 2 bone marrow transplants. But after her first bone marrow transplant, she couldn't go home because once they have the bone marrow transplant, they do not have an immune system. So you have to make sure that there's no carpet in the house. You have to make sure that the water is filtrated. There's so much that go into bringing them home. And then when they go home, they can't be around no one for 6 months to a year. So that's how the housing part came into it, because every parent can afford to renovate their house.
Right.
A bone marrow transplant come, or have a landlord that's willing to do it. So we just want to provide that place for the warriors to be able to go. Even adults, they have a hard time keeping jobs. When you have pain crisis and you're in a hospital for 6, then you tend to lose your job, and then you wondering where I'm going to stay, or what I'm going to do as far as food, or how I'm going to take care of my family, because a lot of these adults now have children. So you just offering our support in that way. And just trying to make a difference.
That is amazing that you're even taking on something that large, not just something small. That's a big endeavor, not just to say, hey, I want to take up money to help people with sickle cell, but hey, I want to provide them with housing for a year and things like that, and having that vision to want to do that. That's amazing. So everyone, please go to the website that we have listed at the bottom of the page and donate anything that you can. Doesn't matter if it's $5, $10, $20,
$1.
Anything, right? Anything will help, and that's absolutely amazing. That's great. So wow, that's just a big project on top of everything else that you have going on. So that's inspiring, very inspiring.
Thank you.
Well, Smiley, do you have any information as far as the housing goes? So for our viewers that do not know, our Miss Smiley is a very multi-talented woman as well, and she has her own thing going on that we'll discuss at a later time, but she's very informative when it comes to housing and things of that nature. So are there any type of programs or anything that Mrs. Tarver should know about that could potentially help her?
There are always small business within each person's city, and I'm sure she probably knows that already, but I am a realtor as well, so
I didn't want to spill the beans. I was trying to go around.
I am a licensed realtor, so what else going on? That's what she's talking about. But I would always start with small business. There's plenty of even your local banks, not like your Chase and big banks, but the local ones like PNC and West Banco, those medium-sized businesses, a lot of times they have money more they're able to lend or give out for projects like this. Each bank, obviously, each town, each city is a little different, but I would also start there to say, hey, I do have this nonprofit. How can I get some funding? This is what I want to do. Build a house, buy a house, whatever the case may be. How do I go about getting some extra fundage for that? And there's also other larger foundations that help out with that. I know in Springfield here, there's Turner Foundations, things like that who, with the right plan, hey, here, take our money. So it requires some research. But a lot of times, as you know, you've done multiple visits. Once you get that ball rolling, it just kind of opens up everything. Like, oh my God, I didn't even know all this. And so, and again, we never know who's watching, and it just takes one person.
It just takes one
to hear something and say, oh, I know this person. They can get you taken care of. So the more that we're out there, you're out there, and the more we can get things like this spread around to help people who are in need, you never know how God's plan is going to fall into place. So, but yeah, there are several options and for resources like that. It just takes a matter of finding those places. But I would say local banks, what is a small business? I can't get it out. But you're
a lot of support and sponsors I've noticed for a lot that you do. I sit back in awe of Miss Tarver. I do, and I'm in her Shower My Business page. She has a Shower My Business page, you all, on Facebook, where she's supporting businesses. Small businesses, helping them get their name out there, getting them coins and stuff. It's amazing to watch. And then the outpour that, that she gets. I read a lot of the posts and comments, and everybody's always, thanking her for her support, how supportive she is, and wanting to help and wanting to get involved. And I've never seen anything like it. And I'm like, oh, this is so great. And I'm just so happy to be a part of it all and get to watch it all. So
I'm so glad that you are in. It's so funny because I promise, with every thank you, I'm surprised, because when you do stuff, you do it from the goodness of your heart. You don't anticipate, or as far as me, think that you're going to get anything in return, nor want it. So every time somebody call and be like, well, let me tell you how you blessed me, or let me tell you thank you, I'll be halfway in tears, like, you know what?
Can you share with us? Because I didn't know anything about that. And what I noticed is exactly what you said, is the more you start digging in, like yours was it Shower My Business?
Yeah.
And you start getting a hold of people like yourselves, it just opens the door. And it's like you just come across more and more people who want to help. It's just getting to access to those people. So I'm actually I didn't know anything about it, and I want to go look at what is it again? Shower My Business on Facebook?
Yeah, so it's Shower My Business on Facebook. I made this group about 3 or 4 years ago. So, and right now I took a break from it, so it's kind of slow right now because I plan on revamping everything coming next year. But the point in the group is that we would pick 2 to 3 businesses a month and we would shower them. And you can shower them in a different way. You can shower them by a share. You can shower them by sending them your product if you have one. You can shower them by donating $5, sowing a seed of $5 into their business. So it's different ways that you can shower. And so, like I said, I started about 3 or 4 years ago. This year, Soul Wars kind of took up all my time. It kind of went on it just went in a lane of its own. So I said I'm gonna take a break from there and I'm gonna get back in it because I want to make sure that it's done right. Not just a group that you go in and you post and you post and you post, but where you interact and you network and you're actually showering a business each month.
That is amazing. Again, just the ideas that you have is just mind-blowing to me. So that's wonderful. So everyone check out, and like she said, she's not on it as much right now, but she will get into it. Shower My Business on Facebook. Go and join if you have a business or you're thinking about starting a business.
Yes.
And that type of thing. And just start networking. That's the biggest thing that you
That's the biggest thing is networking is so important. And I don't think that people understand, like, you know, I did an event not too long ago and it wasn't a lot of people that came out for the event. And it was the books and it was a whole lot of other vendors there. But it's not so much as selling the books, it's the connections you make. Mm-hmm. Because once you make that connection with someone that lasts a lifetime, you could buy my book and then I won't see you no more or won't hear from you no more. That connection is not made. But when you make that connection and then you have someone saying, hey, let's go do this. You want to do this HBCU. Or, hey, I want to sow a seed into what you're doing. I mean, it's some connections. So networking is very important.
Exactly. Oh, my God. But that brings us to the next thing you mentioned.
Soul Wars.
I know that's Miss J's thing for sure.
Yeah, Miss J is with me, and she was there for the first one, the second one, and I believe she's gonna be there for the rest of them.
Yes, let's speak it into existence.
Well, Soul Wars, I actually sat on Soul Wars for a year. The pandemic happened, so I was like, okay, well, you know, this is not a good time for people to get together, and so I just kind of sat on it, and then I launched it in March, and I only had planned on doing it one time. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do a Soul Wars to raise money for the nonprofit. So I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna do the Soul Wars. So the Soul Wars is a cooking competition, and it has different themes. The one we did in March, it was soul food. The one we're doing in August is grilling. So it's 2 rounds, and then you'll have 10 contestants. They'll compete in the first round, which is live via Facebook, our group Soul Wars. You can watch that live August 15th via the group. And then our finale, which is August 29th, that's where the 3 will compete to see who is going to take home the $1,000 grand prize. We have a live band, Quan Howe. We have your dinner catered by 5-star event. We have a live DJ. So the finale, we make a big deal of it. So the finale is bringing everything that we can, the love of food together, the love of people, the love of networking, the conversations, everything that we had back in the day when we went to them good old family cookouts or them good old Sunday dinners at your grandma's house. We bringing that back on a bigger scope. And so after I did the first one in March, it kind of, like I said, it took a life of its own. And so here we are in August doing another one. And we're also planning one in Memphis, Atlanta, and Texas. So I go to meet with people in the next few months to see if we can get Soul Wars out there.
Okay. Anybody wants more information about Soul Wars and wants to attend this event, how do they do that?
They would want to go through Eventbrite. The tickets for Soul Wars is available through Eventbrite. You can find it through Eventbrite by searching Soul Wars the Cookout. The tickets are $65. And again, like I said, that includes your meal, and it includes live entertainment, and it includes good people and good food. So it's all for the cause. We're doing it for the sale, so it's all for a great cause as well. So definitely come out. If you haven't got your tickets, they're going fast. Once they sold out, they're sold out. So if you don't have them, get your tickets today. Come see us at the Soul Wars.
You heard that, Miss Smiley? When they sold out, they sold out. Get your tickets today.
Miss Smiley, right? Yep, get the notepad out.
I got the date. I got the date saved. I got to get my ticket. I'm not going to. I got 65.
Yeah, they're going fast. You know, of course, it always start off slow, but now they're picking up. So I'm
29th. You said August 29th.
29th.
Well, what's the time?
3 to 7.
3 to 7.
And so Soul Wars is actually as well. We are the ending event to the HBCU Classic here in Columbus, and that's how we get to giving out the tickets to the Classic. We have a sickle cell dog pound down there. That's going to be at the game, and basically, I was the person who's do the HBCU contacted me. He heard about Soul Wars, and he was pretty much like, do you want to be affiliated with us? And I'm like, yes.
What do you think? That's
Right.
Yeah. So, and the HBCU family this far, and they have been a blessing. I mean, I just love everybody's energy. I mean, when I tell you, like, the networking, the coming together, the supporting one another, and just looking at even the elder people that is a part of the HBCU. I mean, it was just a beautiful thing. Like, I feel like, look at you, Miss J. When I went there for that photo shoot, I'm like, I am sitting in here with the HBCU. So I'm definitely excited. If you do not have your tickets for the HBCU, I don't know if Miss J has the link or not. You can purchase through my link. If you purchase your tickets through my link, the nonprofit get a percentage of our ticket sales. Even if you don't purchase through my link, go purchase it. Come out and support HBCU.
Oh, wait, we got to step back for a second.
Okay.
Back to the Soul Wars for a second. Now, Miss J, did we decide if we were going to be giving away a ticket?
We are going to be giving away. It's actually 2 tickets. So yes, I was thinking they're side by side. So I figured, give away to one lucky winner. They can take someone with them. So what everyone would need to do is go to the Soul Wars Facebook page. Make sure you like the page, you follow the page, and post. Let's see, what can we put? I won HBCU tickets from EOE Radio.
Yeah, and it's
the
a
very first person in the group.
Yeah,
the very first person that posts that on the Soul Wars page, and they are following the page, wins the 2 tickets. And I believe they're in section 6AA.
4AA, the sickle cell dog pound.
Okay.
That's what we're called, the sickle cell dog pound.
The sickle cell dog pound. So that is where your seats are going to be. And myself or Mrs. Tarver will be in contact with you to get those tickets delivered to you. Yeah. So we're very excited about that. Myself and my family will be there. I believe Miss Smiley.
I plan on being there. My son has a recital that day too.
Okay.
But I'm going to see what I can do. So I plan on being there because I missed the first one.
Okay.
So you missed. When I tell you, it was just amazing. I was so torn because I was like, I was a judge, and I said, "Dang, I don't know if I should have just been a participant instead of the judge, because at the times I felt like I had to be at the judge's table, and everybody was having fun around me. I'm like, well, wait a minute, so then we just got up, all the judges. It was amazing.
Nice.
Well,
it was amazing. Like,
so I plan on it. I just was like, but I'll work it out.
But I hope to see you there. We hope to see you there.
Yeah.
And believe me, I just told you I have 7 kids, so I do understand juggling recitals and practices and everything else. So I definitely understand. But if you don't be there, we'll feel your spirit.
But you got 7, only got 1. Like, I shouldn't have no excuses.
Right. Pick that boy up and bring him to Columbus.
I have 3, but I only have 1 home. Okay.
Hey, listen, sometimes that 1 is like 7.
Oh, I got one of those, honey.
Yeah. My youngest daughter, Lord, I'd be like, honey, it feels like I have 20 kids. 2 of my kids are gone, they're grown, but that youngest one of mine, so I don't know if you got 1 or if you got 50, it's still the same. And having to take care of them little boogers.
Now I know that our page, EOE TV, Radio TV, is going to be giving away 2 tickets, but there's an opportunity for people to win tickets on the Soul Wars page directly, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Through us, but also Ms. Tarver is giving away tickets. I'll let her explain how to win tickets as well.
So you can win tickets today as well by going and joining the group. And if you're already a member of the group, go on and invite. and then just comment in the group and say, hey, I invited 20 people. Where are my tickets? You're going to win your 2 tickets.
So it's whoever invites the most people wins?
And whoever invites the most people wins. And I usually do this every Tuesday, leading up into the HBCU game. But today is a special day. I'm with EOE Radio, so I'm going to do it on a Wednesday.
So there are several opportunities for you to win these tickets. You can win it through us. Go to the Soul Wars page, like it, and say, I want Soul Wars tickets, or however, and the first person to do that will win 2 tickets. And then if you want to win more tickets, invite the most people, and Ms. Tarver will be giving away 2 tickets for that today. And I think she does that every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Until the week of Soul Wars, correct?
That's correct. That is, well, I'm sorry. Yep, the week of Soul Wars. Yep, you're correct. Yeah.
Just hop on and hit this blue button right here. Invite. Invite people.
The more people,
like the page.
People that's in the group, that's the more people that the awareness of sickle cell is being funneled through. So everybody, it takes a community. I can't do it alone. It definitely takes a community. So I appreciate if you invite one person, I appreciate it.
Right. And like she said, all of this is for the support and help out the sickle cell community. So it's for a good cause. You're already going to have good food, but it's also going to be going towards a very, very good cause. So I'm really excited. So invite, win your tickets.
Yes.
Invite. Come see us at the Soul Wars. We're going to be there.
I was excited when I've been online, I've been researching everything. I got so excited by the HBCU, and I went online and I Googled HBCU Soul Wars, and this is what came up. And I said, look, this is classicforcolumbus.com.
Let me tell you, see, things like, it's just those things just like that just be having me over here shouting. Now I'm in a restaurant, I can't scream too loud. I move all the way to the back.
Yes. And it's presented by Pepsi. I'm like, how cool is that? Like this.
That is cool. I didn't even see that. Oh my God.
This is amazing. So it even says, as we highlight and celebrate local grilling chefs during this cook-off finale, they are also competing for the grand prize of $1,000. Enjoy live band, the Quan Howe Project. I cannot wait. On the patio, dance with Ear Bleed Music Entertainment. Ear Bleed Music Entertainment was at the first Soul Wars competition, and honey, when they had us a rocking, okay? I'm excited about them being there. They will be at the pavilion, and food is going to be catered by 5-star event planning. And the proceeds are going to go to the Killian Tarver Dancing Through the Pain Foundation. And they explain to you what the foundation is, their mission, and there is an official after party. What? There is an official after party. Now, you do have to be 21 years and older to attend the after party.
And where's this at?
It's located at the same space. So the HBCU Classic is going to be. Oh, hold on, we have a pop up. Okay, move pop up. All right, it's going to be from 8 p.m. to 1 p.m.
1 a.m.
Let's see here if it would give me an address. I believe
I didn't even know.
You didn't know?
I didn't seen this. This is my first time seeing this.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad to share this with you. Yes, there is an after party, and it is sponsored by Pepsi. So once the HBCU is over, they are having an after party, and this is all for Soul Wars. So there can still be donations given from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. that are going to go to the Killian Tarver Foundation. So I'm so happy to be able to share that news with you.
This is news. You're going to have to send it to me.
Yes.
Put that on your Facebook, the Soul Wars Facebook page, and everything. It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, this is news. I'm just telling you, I'm just so appreciative. I'm so humbled. I just don't even know how to even say all the emotions that I feel right now. But yes.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
That is so amazing. I Can't believe it. Just that you didn't even know that it was. That's good. That's amazing.
I did not.
There's an after party after the party.
I'm about to find some information out about that.
Yep, presented by Pepsi. So, and then they are still taking donations after the HBCU Classic for the Killian Tarver project. So, that is amazing.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited about that. So again, if you guys want tickets to the HBCU Classic, you can actually go to their site, Classic for Columbus, or you can actually contact Ms. Tarver directly, and she can get those tickets for you.
And can you
contact her directly, we'd appreciate it. What's your question?
What's the HBCU Classic? What is it?
The HBCU Classic is 2 HBCU teams that come together to basically play football. It's a rival game. But it highlights everything about us. Like you have the marching in the bands, you have you have your cheerleaders out there. I mean, it's just so much. The event actually starts probably on like Monday. Like it's a big deal because we come out. This is the first time the HBCU has been in Columbus in 25 years. So usually I believe it's like in Indiana and different places like that, but we have it here. So we have to make sure that we keep it here now that we have it, because we have to understand that the way to get people to come and support is by us that lives here in our communities. We support them first. It's like the Honor Classic that brings millions of people over the world. If we can keep the HBCU here every year, how many people is going to come in from out of town to watch it? And then that supports all businesses, not just the HBCU game. So definitely we have to get out there and we have to support it. And like I said, I've been doing business with them. I've been doing business with them for a month. When I say that they're phenomenal, and when I tell you that they support intentionally, when I tell you that it's like a family, like I am just so happy and I'm so blessed and I feel so honored that I could be a part of it. I don't want this to be my last year. I will continue to be a part of it.
Right. No, it's the Soul Wars competition. I mean, I know we're talking about the HBCU, but the Soul Wars competition itself is blowing up. And I just think, in other cities and states, they're going to be reaching out to Mrs. Tarver like, hey, Soul Wars competition, let's link up. You already had the HBCU Classic Columbus. Link up with us. I expect many phone calls and emails headed your way. Yeah. You are doing something great for not just our people, but for the community, like just for the whole city. There's so much going on, all negativity in the city. And for you to be doing this and giving people a release, a breath of fresh air, it's amazing. And I'm all for it. I'm excited. But this game is Kentucky versus Central. Kentucky State versus Central State.
Oh, and we will be down there. We also have a booth. So we'll have a booth down there. We'll have literature for sickle cell. The first 150 people will get swag bags from different businesses around the cities. Information in it and samples. So we will be down there. We will be down there at the game and we will be active.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to put up all of this information on our EOE Radio Facebook page. So you can always hop on the page, get information, reach out to Mrs. Tarver via the Soul Wars Facebook page. Even though the Shower My Business is inactive right now, again, like Ms. Miley said, if you have a business that you want to, promote, or there's a business you want to shower, hop on that page. And again, Soul Wars just put, I won HBCU Classic tickets from EOE Radio group, and the very first person that responds will get those tickets, and then we'll post that on our page, and then see if Mrs. Tarver can post that on her page. And I just have one last question about the Soul Wars competition. So, is it the Black Pearls?
Yes, the Black Pearls will be there again. The Black Pearls open up for us at the first event, and they will be here at this event as well.
I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, that is one of the dopest dance crews in Columbus. So definitely the Black Pearls, they will be there with us.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm so excited. You guys get your tickets to the HBCU Classic today into the Soul Wars competition. Tickets are selling out fast. I was just on the HBCU Classic. You can see the seats that are available, and they are gone. I went to try to get tickets in another section, and I'm like, there ain't no tickets. So I had to move on to the next section. So don't play around with these tickets, y'all.
They going fast.
Yeah, don't play around. Well, Mrs. Tarver, it has been a pleasure, and we want to thank you so much for joining us today and
Thank you for having me.
sharing your stories.
Yes. All right, well then I will see y'all at the games.
Yes.
Star Wars.
Yes, and don't forget to get y'all's books, because my baby has his. I bought this for my son for Christmas as a Christmas present. He was having the hardest time reading. He doesn't like to read. He's a typical boy. And so I wanted to try to get something that would interest him and something that would motivate him. So he has been learning to read off of your book. So I thank you. I thank you for that. And I'll send you a video of him reading it.
Send me the video. You know, I'm going to share.
Yes, I will send it to you.
For my books, my page is Sparkling Brown Eyes. So if you want to follow and know the launch of the books or find out more information about the books or sneak peeks, or just follow Author CEO Tarver and see what she's doing. Or she might be near you doing an event. But Sparkling Brown Eyes, I have so many handles.
Yes. We know. Listen, you are a woman of many hats. We were sitting for the show like, well, we don't even call her because she just author, owner, producer, creator,
everything. Businesswoman extraordinaire.
Yes, hold on. When she said creator and producer, I never even thought about that. And so you put it, Ms. J. I said, oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, you are. You are the creator and the producer of this.
Right, that's a true entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing, and you're not only just saying and thinking about what you want to do. You're actually doing it. There's a difference from wanting to, and and it's a big difference from actually doing. So I admire the fact that not only are you doing it, you have so many different things. And I was just talking to someone earlier today. Like, I have so many thoughts. I don't know which direction to go. But it just showed me that I can go in every single direction.
Yes. Well, I will tell y'all, thank y'all for having me. I hope, Miss J, I know I'm going to see you. Miss Smiley, I'm going to be looking for you there now.
All right. I'll be there.
Y'all, thank y'all for having me. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.